Friends, James Jordan, Best Networker Live, just coming to you today in this quick video. You know, my countdown to Miami series is almost over, right? And I'm sitting here, it's Tuesday. I'm flying out Thursday morning, and I'm humbled. I'm excited. I'm kind of in a standstill point where it's been hard for me to even do anything all day, just because I've just been in this state of what am I going to experience, right? And I know that I'm going to, of course, go see a lot of people that I haven't seen in quite some time, in years, and, relate to them and, make new connections. And, of course, people that, know me from my videos and stuff are going to see me in all these different things. But I don't know what to expect. And, when you have that feeling of anticipation where you know that something great is gonna happen, but you just don't know what it is. That's where I'm at. I feel like I'm a 5-year-old kid again, and the possibilities are limitless and endless, and that's why, my friend, I want to encourage you that you got to get out to live events, because that's where the magic happens. That's where the relationships are built. That's where you get those. That's where you get those tips and tricks that give you that edge, right? And I also want to talk about something else today. Get out to live events. That's basically what I wanted to talk about in the first minute and a half of this video today. Um, but I did something today that was it was near and dear to my heart. Um, and when you start to have a level of abundance, and you start to really understand and appreciate life, right? And start to have compassion for other people. You do things out of the ordinary. So I go into Burger King, and I don't recommend that you eat fast food, but I was in a rush, right? So I went and got something really quick, and there was this kid in front of me that was getting his food, and his friend had was probably about, like, who knows, probably about a good 5-7 feet away from me and the kid that was in front of me. And his friend in front of me was talking about, he asked me, he's like, "You don't have any money, do you?" And he just, shook his head in discomfort, and, and he had an uncomfortable feeling of not having any money. And I just sat there and remember, I'm like, yo, I've been there before. You know what I mean? Like, I remember growing up in elementary school and having to eat cheese sandwiches at school because either I didn't have my lunch ticket, I had forgot it, or my mom didn't have any money to be able to buy me lunch, right? And there was just something that struck me in that moment, and I think it's because I've been there, and I felt like I how when you go through something and you totally understand it and you resonate with the person. That's what happened with me today with this kid. And I sat there and I looked at him. I was like, "Do you want something to eat?" He just shook his head. Yeah. I was like, "Get what you want, man. Just get what you want." There was no filter. I didn't give him any stipulations. I didn't even know him. I only had seen him for probably, like, let's say, 60 seconds maybe. And in a split second, I made that decision that I don't know him, I don't know his situation, but I'm compassionate enough to go sit there and get him something to eat. And so he got something off, like, the Dollar Me. I'm like, all right, you know what, you're a little bit uncomfortable. You don't know me, and I was like, is that all you want? He's like, "Oh, well, can I get a drink too?" And I just left it at that, right? I wasn't going to, push him on it and give him a whole lecture about being prosperous and whatnot. But that is always going to resonate with that kid. What I did for him today is always going to resonate with him. And he may not consciously remember it, but it's always going to be in the back of his mind that people are generous, right? Strangers are generous, and it's going to benefit him in some way, shape, or form. when time goes on. And I remember, I talked to him a little bit. He's a 15-year-old kid who went to a local high school, and it was a quick conversation. I didn't really pry too much, but I was just like, enjoy, man. I got my food and I left, and he was still waiting for his, and I left, and it was an amazing feeling. It was an amazing feeling because there was no ulterior motive. I wasn't, looking for good karma to come my way, and because I've had people help me in different circumstances and be like, well, I'm helping you because I know it's going to come back to me. You know what I mean? And it was just such a powerful feeling to be able to do that for him, and also show him that the world isn't as bad as his perception probably is right now, because he simply doesn't have the money to get himself something to eat when he gets out of school on a snow day, right? And listen, my friend, there's abundance all around you. There's an abundance all around you, and when you understand that fully and you fully grasp that, you make things happen and things come your way. And I'm looking forward to coming back from Miami in a totally changed person. I know it's going to happen. There's this overwhelming feeling within my body, within my spirit, within my mind, that I'm going to come back a different person, and I don't know how I'm going to come back. And that level of and it's uncomfortable, but it's the things that make you uncomfortable that causes the most growth. And that's why I'm so excited and I'm so looking forward to all these videos. I was talking about different things. I was talking about while I was getting out to an event, and honest to God, I can tell you this is the best decision I've ever made in my life up until this point, as far as when it comes to me and my business. And I look forward to sharing with you, everything, everything. It's gonna be epic, guys. But I just want to leave you with that message, my friend. And if you don't really know about Empower Network, or if you don't know about the Just Get Money team, or if you do and you've simply been sitting on the fence, just stop. Right? Just stop. Just stop doing it. Stop fighting it, because I did the same thing. And when I stopped resisting, that's when I started to have success. I shot a video the other day talking about following the path of least resistance, right? Follow it. It's easier. Alright, guys? God bless you. I love you. Watch me like you watch TV, and watch your income grow. James Jordan. I will see you tomorrow in my last day in my countdown to Miami series. Peace.